Good afternoon, everybody, and for one of the last times here this season, welcome into Gaylor Field for game number 2 of the semifinal series between the Bears and the Copperheads. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, my name is Hunter Mancuso. I'll be your broadcaster today. This one is bound to be a fun one. The Bears and the Copperheads will go at it. The Bears 1-1 away from punching their ticket into the championship game. The Copperheads will need to win this one, forcing a game 3 at 7:30 immediately following game number 1 to try and keep their season alive. The Copperheads, they will start game number 2 as the home team. They are in yellow. The Bears will be away today. They are in gray. Should be a fun one. On the mound for the Copperheads, the right-handed Walker will try to get things going. Behind the plate, the pickup man, Dylan Lahr, he came over from the Bobcats. He's getting the start with the Cops this series. Lucas Lowry over at first, Boone Fields at second. Kane Baber getting his start at shortstop. Over at third, Cameron Combs, another Bobcat the Cops picked up. Left, center, and right, we're seeing Brent Johnson, Kalen Chesney, who did not play yesterday, and Drew Shaver. The righty Walker will face the 1-2-3 men in Ridings, Valone, and Greenway. And we are moments away from first pitch. I'll be in the microphone for the whole game. I'll go ahead and turn my camera off, and we will be moments away from baseball. A good day for said sport out here at Knox Catholic. The rain holding off as the game or day number 2 of this 3-day tournament kicks off. Nice blue skies. We might play 1, we might play 2. My vocal cords are hoping for 1 game today, but my love for the league and the sport says, why not? I'm already out here. Let's play 2. The typical leadoff man for the Bears will step in. It'll be Caden Ridings, Tristan Valone, and Marcus Greenway. The Bears won yesterday. They won pretty soundly. They led in the bottom of the first and did not look back. Their starter yesterday, Drew Campbell, made a bid to go all 7 innings, was brought out after 6 1/3. So we'll see if we're in store for a pitching matchup or a pitcher's duel, as ball number 1 missed, or if it'll be a little bit of a slugfest. Either way, we're underway as ball number 1 comes home to Caden Ridings. Charlie Walker falling behind the leadoff man 2-0. Whoever wins today, whether it be 1 game or 2 games, they will play tomorrow at 5 o'clock. It will be a 1-game championship versus the BC Athletics. They 2-0'd the Bears to punch their ticket into the championship yesterday. Ridings hitless in 3 at-bats in his 1 game yesterday, battling into a 3-1. Leadoff man playing second base was over at shortstop. He had a busy day in the field. They look to keep that fielding percentage up where it is. Walker's 3-1, finding the zone. So a full count at bat already in the first time we're seeing a plate appearance here today. Caden Ridings and Charlie Walker going back and forth. No out payoff pitch, lined back up the middle over the right side. Chesney coming in, and it drops in between Shaver and Chesney. A leadoff bloop single for Caden Ridings. And 1 batter in, we already got a runner on. Perfectly plays a bloop hit right in the shallow outfield. Charlie Walker, this start marks his 4th start of the season. He's also pitched a few out of the pen, his 7th total appearance. First pitch to Valone finds the zone. It's now 0-1. Walker coming into today has 26 1/3 innings pitched, a good amount of innings. His ERA sitting at a 1.3. He's been dominant. Ridings goes. A throw down from Lahr. Skips in front of Kane Baber covering the bag, and Ridings will be in there safely. Not much base running aggressiveness across any of the games yesterday. I mean, defense was pretty sound. We did see it caught stealing yesterday. So with Writings already notching himself a stolen bag, it could be in store for Bears trying to get out in front early as Valone skies one out to right. Shaver ranging a few steps back. He will make the catch, tagging his Shaver off of second, or tagging his Writings off of second. The throw in from Shaver, not in time. It's a sacrifice fly off the bat of Valone. There's out number one. Writings tags off of second. There's a runner on third. Valone making good contact, just getting underneath it a little bit. Not deep enough to do anything with it. First run of the game, 90 feet away. Three-man Marcus Greenway up. The starter for the Copperheads yesterday allowed multiple runners to start the inning. He did not record an out until the fourth batter, so the Copperheads had loaded up the bases before, I want to say, scoring a handful, call it 2 or 3 in the first inning yesterday. First pitch to Greenway misses down low, 1-0, or 2-0, excuse me. Corner infield looks like they'll be playing in. With only one gone, they will have the opportunity to keep Writings at bay, keep him at third base, prevent a run. Lowry playing way in. The 2-0 to Greenway has popped up out of play behind us. So the Bears are making a bid to go 2-0 in their tournament play, punching it to the championship game. They were the number 2 seed all season. They look to be the number 2 seed in the championship game as well. Of course, the 1 seed BC Athletics dominated the whole season, only lost 6 or 7 games across the summer. They're in it. They've already clinched a spot. Bears trying to do the same. Wide out to left. Johnson ranging back at the track, at the wall. Goodbye! A 2-run home run for Marcus Greenway. He puts the Bears on the board, and just like that, they're out in front. A 2-run shot from Marcus Greenway with only one gone here in the first. Bears making a statement before their first at-bat even comes to an end. They're up early. It's 2-0 Bears. Marcus Greenway, a 2-run shot to start his first at-bat. Cleanup hitter Cole Hendrickson will follow that up, trying to add one on himself. We've seen him have some big swings this summer. So it is an odd number of weeks, as I've talked about across the whole season. With odd number of weeks come tons of home runs, and so far in the second day, we've already seen one. We saw 3 or 4 yesterday, tons of them. Hopefully we're in store for a few more today. I want to see an all-out slugfest. Hendrickson battling in a 1-2. I think in tournament play and bracket play, swing for the fences. Granted, be smart with it. I want to see some big flies. The two teams have tons of home runs across these two rosters. We know that they can do it. 1-2 up and into Cole. Everybody in the infield for the Copperheads has one except for Baber. Lowry, Fields, Combs, Dylan Lahr, they all have one. Brent Johnson's got one. The man up at the plate, Cole Hendrickson, has one. Chopping one over to Cameron Combs. We're just talking about him. Third baseman will set his feet and throw over. Out number 2. Good bounce back from Charlie Walker. Giving up the 2-run home run. Bouncing back, getting a ground out in the process. The games between the Athletics and the Bears, both teams who scored first would go on to win those games. Little half swing foul ball from Bryson Shepard. He's down 0-1. The Copperheads scored first yesterday. They would go on to lose that game. So we'll see if the Bears can keep this kind of trend going. They have scored first. Shepard, the man up at the plate, also has a home run this season. Walker getting ahead 0-2. Just missing up and out. Still looking for that put away pitch. He's 2-2 on Shepard. Getting it there. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3. That'll be the end of the top of the first. Walker allows a 2-run home run. Bounce back. Gets 2 outs in a row. Bears out in front early. Copperheads will look to answer. Bottom of the first. Copperheads already trailing in this one. The lefty Tobias Peterson will step on the mound trying to protect a 2-run lead. He'll face the lefty Ian Hubbard. Southpaw action. First pitch swinging and missing for Hubbard. Defensively for the Bears, Cole Hendrickson behind the plate. Owen Porter getting the start at first. Cannon Ridings moving over to second base today. At short will be the former Bobcat Braden Cox getting his first appearance in a Bears uniform. Or getting his first start, rather. At third, the man who just homered, it's Marcus Greenway. Out and left, Abram Taylor. In center, Tristan Vallone. And Bryson Shepard getting the start out and right. Copperheads look to battle. Every inning, they are needing to go their way. They are fighting to keep their season alive. Bears with the early footing. Hubbard popping up the 1-2. High up on the infield. Underneath it is Marcus Greenway. He'll put the catch away. There's one out. Following it up will be Drew Shaver. Drew Shaver in the 2-hole. Behind him will be Dylan Lahr. He'll bat third, and then Kane Baber will be in the cleanup spot. Potentially 2 lefties in the first inning that Tobias Peterson will have to face. Getting even now with Drew Shaver 1-1. Drew Shaver not playing in the game yesterday, making his first start of the postseason. The Bears sitting out their lefty, Tobias Peterson, getting the nod to go ahead. Making his 7th start of the season. Just over 25 innings pitched. Falling behind Shaver 3-1 now. His ERA a little higher than 3.5, so not terribly high. 12 earned runs allowed across the course of the 23 innings pitched. 3-1 to Shaver finds home. Now we're seeing the first full count at bat from the Copperheads today. If you're just tuning in, I welcome you to Gaylor Field out here at Knox Catholic. The Bears score 2 in the first inning. Marcus Greenway hit a 2-run home run. Got the Bears on the board early. Shaver in a full count. He'll watch ball 4 go past him, and he's aboard, the first base runner of the day for the Cops. We've seen the man up at the plate have tons of success this season. Of course, those were all with the Bobcats. Multiple home runs for the righty. Couple of hits for him yesterday. Check over on Shaver. Oh, he would have been picked off, but the throw was past Porter. Shaver will head to second. He'll round the back. He'll look to move over to third. The win from Porter, just offline. Drew Shaver's in there safely. Greenway almost putting the tag on him. Very close play at third, but the aggressiveness will not come back to hurt Drew Shaver. He'll be in there at third. Now Dylan Lahr in a much better spot. First pitch to him outside. So Dylan Lahr, one of 2 Bobcats taking the start for the Copperheads. Dylan Lahr, then of course Cameron Combs and their former teammate Braden Cox, the starting shortstop for the Copperheads. Or for the Bears, excuse me. To Lahr warrants a big swing and a miss. Lahr having himself a couple of big moments. The first grand slam hit of this season was in the first couple games from Dylan Lahr. Getting even 2-2. The game that Dylan Lahr hit that grand slam in the first couple of weeks, his team was down by 5 or 6 in that inning. Came back to tie it. Of course, they did not go on to win that game, but they made a good effort. Peterson's 2-2 to Lahr. Big swing and a loud foul ball onto the football field over to the left of us. Lahr still ever so aggressive every time he swings. Another 2-2. This one a little high. So back-to-back full count at bats. Drew Shaver and Dylan Lahr working the pitch count of Tobias Peterson, a little north of 15 pitches currently. 1 out payoff pitch. Up and in. Dylan Lahr works the walk. Runners will now be on the corners. Only 1 out. Middle infield will look to roll it. Kane Baber in an RBI spot. We will get an immediate pinch runner for Dylan Lahr. It looks like the usual catcher for the Copperheads, Samuel Ott, will come in to run. Him not catching in game number 2, he will pinch run. Another lefty-lefty action. First pitch, Samuel Ott goes. The pitch outside of the zone. The tag put on from Braden Cox. Great heads-up awareness from the shortstop to marker caught stealing for Cole Hendrickson behind the plate. Huge loss for the Copperheads. An extra base runner and an extra out they did not need it recorded. Cole Hendrickson marking another caught stealing. He has multiple of those. He's been a great defensive arm behind the plate this summer. His throw down was a little offline, but Braden Cox coming a foot and a half off the bag. Put the tag on a lot, and there's out number 2. 1-1 breaking ball out of the hand of Peterson. Look, it slipped a little bit. Hits Kane Baber. And that'll put a runner back on. So damage might not be done with that caught stealing. Lowry would have loved to swing it, though, with bases loaded. And 1 out as opposed to only 2 runners on and 2 outs. First pitch clips the elbow guard of Lucas Lowry. And instead of that forcing home a run, that will just load the bases. Copperheads trying to take advantage and not lose all their momentum off of that caught stealing. But a man who already does have a grand slam this season, Brent Johnson, will step in with the bases loaded. Third lefty of the inning. Peterson a little wild with his location to start his day. Hits Kane Baber, hits Lucas Lowry. Now at a 1-0 against Brent Johnson, getting even with him. This is the type of fight the Copperheads are going to need today if they want to force this game into a second one. They'll need this momentum all day. 2-1 to Johnson, rolled over to first base, boarded the backhand, in and out of his glove, but he stays with it, tags first base, and there's out number 3. The Copperheads strand the bases loaded, a huge break for Tobias Peterson on the mound. That'll be out number 3 in the first. We'll be on to the second. Bears protect their 2-run lead. Getting out of a huge bases-loaded jam, the Bears protecting their 2-0 lead. They look to build off of it. First pitch swing from Cade Hauser up the middle into leadoff knock for the 6-hole hitter. Cade Hauser, the DH today, doing his job. Designated hitting and designated getting on base. Soft contact, but it does the job. That'll bring up Abram Taylor. Charlie Walker back out for his second inning of work. Gave up that 2-run home run and bounced back pretty soundly. Sat down the next 2 hitters he faced. That's what you want out of a pitcher. Have a short mind. Forget about it, move on, and lock back in. 2-0, runner goes. The throw down from Lahr. On line, just a little late. Great attempt from the catcher. Good bag stolen for Cade Hauser, a runner in scoring position. Abram Taylor now at a 3-0. Behind Abram Taylor, Braden Cox and Owen Porter, 7-8-9 to start the inning. Fastball fine of the zone. There warrants a big swing. It's been a fun season. I've had a lot of fun watching these two teams go at it. There's always good baseball whenever the Cops and Bears have played this summer. Payoff to Taylor. Chopped over to short. Incoming is Baber. No throw. He decides to hold on to it. Abram Taylor will reach on an infield hit. Looks like Baber had a hard time reading that ball. Hauser, who was moving over to third, might have stepped right over it. That, and it was a soft chopper. Do not believe Baber would have thrown out Taylor regardless, but either way, there's 2 men on for the Bears again. Braden Cox skying one out to shallow right. Incoming is Johnson going back his fields from second, and it's in and out of Boone's glove. He can't catch it cleanly. That'll allow Hauser to score. Taylor goes first to second, and that's all he gets. Tough break for Boone Fields. That ball hit shallow right field. Didn't look like Brent Johnson, who's now in right, had a real attempt coming in on it. Obviously, Boone Fields has been oh so good with his glove this season, just not able to make a really tough play in his defense. And that will allow a run to score. Still nobody out in the second. We'll get a mound meeting to talk to Charlie Walker. Seems to just be having bad luck here to start his outing. Kind of a recompose yourself moment, you can tell by the coach's body language. Let's lock back in. Let's get it done. We're good ball players, you know, the regular stuff. And he's not wrong in anything he was saying. Just trying to not let the moment get away from him, you know, the kids who are trying to play. But now with 2 runners on, we'll see Owen Porter step in, the 9-hole hitter getting his first time up. Starting the game at first base, batting 9. Abram Taylor on second. Braden Cox on first. The first game between these two teams last night going maybe an hour and 45, hour 50, flying through all three games yesterday. The last game ended at, I want to say, 9:20. That's the earliest I've ever gotten out of here all summer. Order the 1-1, chopped over to third, but it hits the bag, and it's over Cameron Combs. Abram Taylor will round third. He'll look to score. Braden Cox will be held up at third. Another unlucky bounce for the Copperheads. They just cannot have things go their way. A ground ball over to third, hits the bag, bounced over the third baseman, and allowed one more run to score. Bears now lead by 4. You just couldn't write a more unlucky script for the Copperheads here to start their first couple innings. Perfectly placed bloopers by the Bears. Ball is hitting the bag, bouncing over the fielders. Granted, I don't know if Cameron Combs would have been able to make a play on it. He would have gotten to it, maybe not thrown anybody out. But regardless, he would have at least saved a run. Now up again, Caden Writing's corner infielders will come in. Looks like we'll get Drew Sharp headed down to the pen. Him and Samuel Ott will go warm up. Riding's a little blooper out to left. McDonald coming in. He will not make the catch. It'll get past him. It'll roll to the wall. Cox will score. Porter will score. Ridings will stop at second. It's a 2 RBI double for the Bears. And man, that just has completely summarized the whole first 2 innings for the Copperheads. A sharp liner coming into left field. It looks like Mason McDonald is now out there. Try to make a play on it running in and just got underneath his glove and rolled past him. This one kind of getting away from the Cops. Bears in the driver's seat. They are in full control. They lead by 6 through really only an inning because there has still not yet been an out recorded in the second. Cade Hauser led off the inning, and we're already back to the 2-hole hitter, Tristan Vallone. Vallone's 0 for 1. He popped out in his first time up. Sending one out to the left side. Coming in is McDonald. He will make a play on this one. There's out number 1. Looks like he did a little ricochet job. A little juggling act, McDonald. He might have not read it correctly, but he made the catch. So there is out number 1. Copperheads finally a third into the inning. Marcus Greenway getting another chance. He's 1 for 1. A 2-run home run for him in the first. He'll stand in with another runner on. Big swing and a miss for Greenway. He's now at 1-2. Charlie Walker desperately trying to get through this inning. 4 runs already across in the frame. The threat of a 5th looms on second base. Only 1 gone here in the second. Will Sharp already warming up. One-two to Greenway on a line out to left. That one will drop in front of McDonald. Another RBI for Marcus Greenway. Ridings around third. He'll score with ease. That 5th run will, in fact, come across. Marcus Greenway notching his 3rd RBI of the game already. Bears add a fifth of the inning and the seventh of the game. It's 7-0 Bears. You know, this has to feel good if you're a fan or a player of the Bears. They've been in the shadow of the Athletics all summer. Now they'll have a chance to most likely go face them tomorrow. Hendrickson, first pitch called strike. It gets past Lar. That will allow Greenway to move over. There still is a lot of game left. I do not want to count out the Copperheads. But man, they have dug themselves a hole already. The 0-1 to Hendrickson. Slow roller over to short. He'll fire to third. Good heads-up play from Kane Baber. He'll have to tag the Marcus Greenway, who's going. Boone Fields will put the tag on him. Great heads-up play from the shortstop to get the lead runner. That'll be out number 2 in the second. Hendrickson reaches on the fielder's choice. That could have gone south real quick for the Copperheads, but they win the battle of the pickle. Put the tag on Greenway, and he's retired. An immediate pinch runner for Hendrickson. Andrew Holt coming in to run for him. Five-hole hitter Bryson Shepard. He is the 9th batter of the inning. One more, and they will have batted around. First pitch called strike 1. Andrew Holt going on the same pitch. A runner back in the scoring position quickly. If you're the Bears, be aggressive as you can. There is no such thing as too many runs of run support here today. We witnessed that in 3 games yesterday. No lead is safe. Bears know that the Copperheads can, in fact, play baseball. Shepard fouling off the 0-1 into his shin at a 0-2 now. As somebody who wants to see a good game with, only 1 or 2 games left for me to call this summer, I'm kind of rooting for the Copperheads. Like, hey, man, come back and win it, and then force a game 3. Of course, the run will go into effect, but we still have at least 3 more innings before that is even thought about. That one hit Shepard. Call it the 3rd or 4th hit by pitch of the inning. Pitchers today really wild. So that will bring up the man who started the inning, Cade Hauser. 5 runs have come across, 2 outs have been recorded, and there are 2 men on base. Hauser led off the inning. First pitch swing and a little soft blooper up the middle. Andrew Holt going on the first pitch, which is a called strike with tag on from Combs. Not in time. Looked like Holt got underneath it. The ball beat the runner, but potentially a good slide from Andrew Holt kept him from being the 3rd out. Check over on Shepard. He's back. At the very least, this gives the Bears starter Tobias Peterson a good amount of rest time, which some pitchers don't like, but at least he knows he'll be coming in to pitch with multiple runs of support. He won't be in any trouble. 1-1, big swing and a miss from the DH, and he's down 1-2. 2 runs allowed in the first, 5 in the second. Copperheads trail currently at 7-0. 2 more men on base. Hole on third, Shepard on first. 2-1 to Hauser. Runner goes. Called strike 3. It was 1-2. Excuse me, read the count backwards. But that'll be the third out of the inning. The Bears plate 5. They bat 10. Copperheads in a deep hole. They'll look to start climbing their way out of it. It's 7-0. Copperheads trail by 7, the bottom of the second. They will look to pull off the greatest comeback the SMCL has ever seen. Facing the brink of elimination, first pitch swinging from Cameron Combs right to his old teammate, cocks it short. The alley-oop into his own hand, and he throws over in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. I don't know if that was so much a smooth toss-up job out of the glove, more so than it was a bobble. But he stays with it regardless. 1 gone for Boone Fields. 6, 7, and 8. 7, 8, 9. Combs, Fields, and Chesney. First pitch swinging again. This one just foul of the bag. Copperheads getting super unlucky a few times. Granted, the Bears have just been the better team so far, warranting for their 7 runs. The Copperheads know they're down, but they also know they are very much not out. They have a whole game left to play with. They have 6 turns up at bat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's 6, right? Boone Fields kicking himself for a dropped baseball in the half inning ago. Had a little soft towering fly ball, shallow right, just behind where the second baseman typically plays. He was ranging out and couldn't make a clean play on it. Popping one up to the exact position he plays. Riding is underneath it. He'll make the catch easily. 2 gone. The lefty, Kalen Chesney, getting his first time. Behind him will be Mason McDonald before the lineup will turn back to Ian Hubbard. This will be the 4th lefty of the day that the lefty Tobias Peterson is seeing. He saw Hubbard, Baber, Johnson, and Chesney. He struck out Hubbard. Baber was hit by a pitch. I believe Johnson grounded out. And now Chesney. Big breaking ball almost hits him. Little duck out of the way. The Bears don't want to get comfortable. They know that they still have to win this one, and the Copperheads are more than capable of coming back. But they also do know that they are in no threat currently. Big breaking ball to Chesney, just missing. Nice pitch from Peterson, just not getting the call. It's a full count. Payoff pitch fouled off. There is a little bit of cloud coverage coming in. It's not supposed to rain in Knoxville until midnight, and then it looks like it's supposed to rain all morning, and then again at 5 p.m. So hopefully it holds off tomorrow so we can play ball. Full count pitch, just missing. The 9-hole hitter working the full count 2-out walk. Copperheads avoid the 1-2-3. Up is Mason McDonald. First pitch swinging from the outfielder. Out into right, Bryson Shepard underneath it. A can of corn for him. There's out number 3. We are through 2 full innings. Bears in complete domination. Your score 7-0. The Will Sharp outing will start now. He will look to hold the Bears slugfest right where it's been. He will start the 3rd inning. First pitch not going the way he wants. It hits Abram Taylor on the kneecap, it looked like. And, of course, all Sharp can do is laugh. He did laugh. That's why I said that. I know the camera quality is poor. I do apologize for that, but I can see that he laughed, so I'm just relaying the information that I'm seeing with my eyeballs. Taylor, Cox, and Porter, 7, 8, 9, back 3rd to start the 3rd. Really hope this rain holds off. It looks like it's going to rain. First pitch swinging from Cox. Straight away center field. Going back is Chesney. He'll catch it on the run. Out number 1 recorded. And you have to just take that if you're a Copperhead because it was 5 or 6 batters before 1 out was recorded in the second. So they got one in the second batter. A small win is still a win. Now they'll face Owen Porter with 1 on. Owen Porter's 1 for 1, watching strike 1. Sharp getting ahead of Porter 0-2. Will Sharp has been another workhorse for the Cops this season. Almost 26 innings pitched across a handful of outings. This marks his 12th. The 0-2 to Porter fouled off. He'll keep his at-bat going. Sharp has allowed 14 earned runs over the course of that 25 and 2/3 innings. 6 walks, 15 strikeouts. His ERA just a little higher than 3. Which, to the sheer volume we've seen Sharp this summer, it's pretty respectable. Behind Porter, leadoff man Caden Ridings will be on deck. He'll get his 3rd at-bat. One, two, popped up. Taylor was going. Check over on Taylor. Abram Taylor had a home run in the first or second game for the Bears. Do not believe he has knocked one out the park since. Porter in a 1-2. There it is. Called strike 3. Will Sharp picking up out number 2. Beautifully placed pitch on the inner part of the zone. Porter retired for out number 2. There is a huge rain cell coming down from the north. It looks like it'll rain later tonight as Ridings fouls off the first pitch. It's just a little gloomy, so I'm just looking at the radar. But there is this, coastal-wide rainstorm that is coming down from Michigan and Wisconsin. Down it'll hit Tennessee later tonight. So that'll be fun to sleep through. So hopefully, past that, we can play ball tomorrow out here in the wonderful city of Knoxville one last time this summer. The 0-1, finding the zone. 0-2, Will Sharp having himself a solid outing. Ridings 1 for 2, the leadoff man already in his 3rd at-bat. Lineup turning over rather quickly for the Bears here in this one. Sharp's 0-2 popped up right side, giving it a look as Lowry up and out of play. Still looking for that put-away pitch. He's been close a couple times. The 1-2 goes way past the reach of Lar. Abram Taylor was stealing on the pitch regardless, so he'll move to second safely. Two, just missing, so that'll move the count full. Caden Ridings taking Will Sharp deep into his count in their first time meeting today. Sharp's payoff pitch, grounded over to second, right to where Boone Fields is. He'll toss over. There's out number 3. Copperheads hold the Bears to 0 in an inning for the first time today. They'll look to start climbing this mountain. It's 7-0. End of the third, top of the lineup, due up for the Cops. First pitch, softly hit out to right. The leaping grab from Caden Ridings, and he steals a hit away from Ian Hubbard. The Copperheads' luck continues to not be on the better side of it. Nice defensive play from the second baseman, showing a little bit of Gold Glove-esque work out there. That'll be out number 1 in the inning. One, two, three. Hubbard, Shaver, and Dylan Law are all due up for their second at bat here in the third inning. They went down 1, 2, 3, 4 in the second. They had a few men get on in the first inning. They stranded the bases loaded. They would have loved to have played a couple. Shaver fouling one off. A big swing and a miss from Shaver. Now 1-2. Behind Shaver will stand Dylan Law, the catcher and former Bobcat. Looking for the put away. 1-2. It gets away from Hendrickson. Might have been called a strike had he caught it, but it's ball 2. That was always my thing as an umpire. If a ball looked good, but the catcher didn't catch it, I called it a ball just because I couldn't see, in the final result or wherever it came across. And plus, it's just the art of catching. You got to catch something sometimes. Shaver working himself into a 3-2. Granted, I was an umpire for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds, and the skill is nowhere near as high as it is out here in the SMCL. So 2 completely different jobs. Payoff pitch, fouled off into his own dugout. Shaver staying alive. Three, 2 again, fouled off right side. Oh, a leaping attempt from Owen Porter coming off the bag. Just couldn't get there. Drew Shaver really fighting a couple of full count foul balls in a row. Another one coming home. 3-2. Called strike 3. Good battle by both these men. Tobias Peterson wins it on the breaking ball, freezes Drew Shaver, and sits him down. 2 up, 2 down in order. Dylan Law looking for a big swing to kickstart this offense. 2 gone already here in the third. Lahr was walked his first time through. Tobias Peterson about to throw his 50th pitch of the day through 2 2/3. And it's good for a called strike 1. And see, there's a pitch that was called for a strike, but not caught by Hendrickson. Of course, that pitch looked good from here. I would have called it a strike even if I was standing out there where the center fielder is. Two, 1, fouled off on top of the plate. That ball not going more than a couple feet. The 2-2 to Lar, breaking ball, foul it off again. Copperheads having good at bats regardless of things not going their way. They're taking good swings. A few too many swings, perhaps early in their counts, but nonetheless, swinging at close pitches, fouling off quite a bunch. Another 2-2 just in on the plate. Hubbard first pitch swinging again. He flew out. Shaver and Lar both working Tobias Peterson into a full count. Looking for the put away, the payoff. Fouled off again. That's what I'm talking about. Peterson relying really heavily on his breaking ball, it seems, today. We're seeing a bunch of curves and sliders, perhaps. Breaking into the right-handed batters, it's rather deceptive and more useful. Depends on what kind of hitter you are and where you like your pitchers coming from. Another payoff. Looks like it caught a bit of the jersey of Dylan Lar. He will be on base for the second time today. Both times courtesy of a free pass called a base on balls. Now up Kane Baber. Baber hit by a pitch. Lucas Lowry, who's on deck, also hit by a pitch. Their first time through. Couple southpaws going at it for the second time today. I don't expect Dylan Lar to be too aggressive here. With 2 outs and a lefty staring right at him, the last thing the Cops want is to lose momentum with even just a singular base runner on the paths. 1-0, hit on the ground over second base. A diving play by Ridings, and it's through into the outfield. Dylan Lar will be held up at second base. Couple base runners in a row for the Copperheads. Kane Baber, solid contact on the ground to the right side. Getting through, and he's on base for the second time today. He's only 1 for 1. A hit by a pitch and a hit. Lucas Lowry will look to have that same fortune. Hit by a pitch and perhaps following it up with a hit, just as Baber did previously. Lowry batting in the 5-hole. If he gets on, Brent Johnson would come up. He was up with bases loaded his first time up. Towering fly ball and foul ground, giving it a look as Hendrickson up against the fence, and it's onto the roof. Lowry escaping by less than a foot. Thought Hendrickson had a chance at it. Count moves to 1-1. Lowry continuing the train of great at-bats against Peterson here in the third. 2-1, fouled off. Peterson just now throwing his 60th pitch of the afternoon. Call it 60 through 2 2/3. Not the most effective we've seen Peterson, but he doesn't need to be lights out, 3 up, 3 down every inning when he's working with a 7-run lead. 2-2 to Lowry, breaking ball again, missing again. So we'll see a payoff pitch coming here when, with 2 outs, both Lar and Baber will be on the move. Peterson's payoff. Called strike 3 on the inner corner. Great pitch from the lefty. He sits down Lowry. That is strike number 3. He strands 2 more runners on behind him. We're on to the 4th. The Bears protecting a 7-run lead real soundly. Already on to the fourth inning. Tristan Vallone will see Will Sharp, who's out for his second inning. First pitch the other way on the ground. Easy play for Cameron Combs. 1 up, 1 down on a pitch. Both batters in each team's last at bat getting retired on a single throw from the pitcher. Both Hubbard and now Vallone. Good contact on the ground. Just unfortunately, Cameron Combs just was placed oh so perfectly. Now we'll see Marcus Greenway. Greenway 2 for 2. A single, a home run, and 3 RBIs in the process. His first time seeing Sharp. First pitch swinging back up the middle. Boone Fields ranging the Derek Jeter throw over and just not strong enough. Marcus Greenway on base for the third time today. A 3-hit game for the third baseman. Had that throw been on a line, more of a laser, a little bit more stronger, it probably could have gotten him. But with Boone ranging so far to his right, having to turn, make a jump throw, just couldn't get there in time. Great attempt from Fields. Now it'll bring up cleanup hitter with 1 on, Cole Hendrickson. Cleanup hitter trailing now 0-2. He's also 0 for 2 today. Batting in the 4-hole because he has a big bat. Hasn't been able to find any grass today. Will Sharp looking to put him away. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Cole Hendrickson strikes out on 3 pitches. There's out number 2 in the 4th. Good bounce back from Sharp after giving up the 1-out knock. He'll see the lefty Bryson Shepard. Shepard in the 5 spot. First pitch swinging, towering fly ball, foul ground left side. Cameron Combs will be running out of room. Shepard's 0 for 1, now on a 0-1 count. I'm excited to see tomorrow if there's any hardware that will be dealt out. Maybe a trophy, maybe a ring, maybe a medal, maybe just bragging rights. Who knows? It's been a fun summer. I've been at every game that's been played except for, I want to say, 3 games, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Shepard now in at 2-2. I missed 1 because I was sick. I missed 1 because I flew out of town. I missed 1 because I was sick again there at the very end. So 3 across 2 months. 58 days of games. I think is when that first Monday was 56 days ago. Good battle here. And with 2 outs, we'll see Greenway on the move. The payoff pitch coming. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Marcus Greenway having himself one solid day. Been on base 3 times. Circled the bases for 1 of them. And a couple of singles after. Shepard 0 for 1. Looking to get on base for the first time. Another payoff pitch coming. Towering ball. Left side coming in is Combs from third. Tracking it down. He'll make the bucket catch. That's out number 3. We're halfway home. The Bears won the first half. They'll take their 7-0 lead into the back half of this one. It's 7-0. Copperheads now down to their last 4 offensive tries. They will send up Brent Johnson, Cameron Combs, and Boone Fields in the 4th. They have yet to have anything cross the plate, and they still trail by 7. Tobias Peterson out for his 4th inning. He'll look to make it at least 4 shutout. Johnson's 0 for 1. Grounded out with the bases loaded his last time through. I know he would love to get that at bat back. Three straight misses from Peterson. Brent Johnson, Cameron Combs, and Boone Fields. 6, 7, and 8 will be followed up by Kalen Chesney and McDonald. 3-0, red light all the way, and it gets away from Hendrickson. 4-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter of the inning. Cameron Combs is 0 for 1. Couple of pitches that are back and comes off the plate. The second one gets away from Hendrickson. Johnson in scoring position. A little bit of action going on in the pen for the Bears. Looks like the lefty Slavin, perhaps. Let's see if we see him later. 1-1 fouled off the opposite way. Combs now down to his last strike. Peterson's 1-2 on a line, shallow center field, and that one will get down. Brent Johnson will be waved home. The throw from Abram Taylor cut off by Cox. Not in time. Brent Johnson slid underneath the tag. Great relay from the Bears, but to no avail. Brent Johnson just too shifty with his slides. And that's the first run of the game for the Copperheads. They are on the board. I believe that's Abram Taylor out there in center field. I cannot tell if that's him or Valone. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab my trusty binoculars, or that's what these things are called, right? I'm going to look at who's out there in center. Yes, it is Abram Taylor. Tristan Valone currently playing right. Sometimes I can't tell who's in the outfield. I can always tell when Andrew Hull is in the field. He's out there in left. He always has that bright red hat on. It's kind of what I've learned to tell these players by. So Tobias will still be left on the mound. He's done pretty good so far. Went 3 shutout innings before finally allowing the first run of the game. Bears not trying to play around, though. They have a whole extra game to work with, so if Copperheads pull off a miraculous comeback, they'll still play a game 3. Boone Fields' first pitch swing, and Boone's 0 for 1. He's had a couple of mishaps defensively, and not mishaps in a bad way, just not as clean plays as he would have liked. I think if I could give a Gold Glove award to anybody in the league this summer, it would 100% go to Boone Fields. Dude has been so much fun to watch. Copperheads got to feel good. They're on the board. They know that they can score. Just got to take advantage of a few pitches that are left over the heart of the plate. Make good contact. Not be too aggressive on the base paths. Brent Johnson was almost put out at the plate. 1-2 to Boone. Hard hit just left of the bag. Peterson looking for the put away pitch. 1-2, missing up. What a nasty pitch. Called strike 3 on Boone Fields. Great breaking ball from Peterson. That is out number 1 in the 4th. And I believe that will be it for Tobias. The Bears will go to the bullpen. Peterson pitches 3 and a third, allowing 1 run. Doesn't look too happy to be giving up the baseball, but he'll be pulled from the game. We will have a new pitcher coming in. I'll come back whenever he's up and ready to go. New pitcher on the mound, taking his first couple reps in a Bears uniform. It's Noah Hill, another former Bobcat coming on. The lefty will step in, trying to give his new team a little bit of protection here in the middle innings. He'll face Kalen Chesney up first. Southpaw action. Cameron Combs on bases. Chesney will square to bunt. Pull back, but it is strike number 1. Another bunt, maybe some small ball going on. The throw down gets away from Porter, but Combs, knowing that he might not have the speed to make it with the ball only a few feet away, it's 1-1. Chesney chopping the 1-1, just foul. He's 0 for 0, believe he was walked his first time. Behind him will be Mason McDonald. The lineup will turn over back to Hubbard. Fourth batter of the inning. One out, one on, one across. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. Strike number 3. Chesney down swinging. He'll be out number 2 in the frame. First strikeout of his Bears career picked up. 1K for Noah Hill. Mason McDonald up. He lined out to left his first time through. The 10-hole hitter taking his second swing. I didn't think that many Bobcats were going to get picked up by the opposing teams, and now currently we have, it looks like, 2 for each team. 2 currently for the Bears and 2 for the Copperheads. I believe the Bears also had 2. They had Yearwood and Cowell. And the Athletics might have had more than 1. I know they had 1. They had Tyler Bennett, of course. McDonald fighting in a 1-2. Hill looking for the put away. These lefties really acting on their breaking ball. Either that or that's the only pitches that I'm descriptively watching. It's just a lot of off speeds. 2-2 fastball, right side, and foul. Another 2-2 that gets popped up. Underneath, there's writings off of second. Out number 3 in the 4th. The Copperheads are on the board, but they still trail by 6. We're on to the 5th. Bears lead 7-1. Final 3 innings. 5th, 6th, and 7th due up. We'll see a 6-hole hitter to start the frame. Cade Hauser, Abram Taylor, and Braden Cox. Will Sharp back out. Copperheads on the board for the first time in the bottom of the 4th. Their season hangs in their ability to score 6 more runs the next 3 innings. They get 2 an inning and they'll tie things up. They are the home team, so they get last swing. Hauser's 1 for 2, lining a soft liner right in the glove of Lucas Lowry over at first. Tough break for the DH. Lowry robbing Hauser of a hit. There's one gone. Abram Taylor's 1 for 1. Nice breaking ball from Sharp, finding the zone. Taylor a walk and a hit for the righty. Playing center field. It's been busy out in the outfield today. A liner out to shallow left. Brent Johnson, who's now out there in left playing way back, had no chance of ever catching that one. It's a soft blue hit for Taylor, his second knock of the day. Looks like Johnson's now in left, Shaver back in right. Outfield going on a little bit of a rotation. One man on for the lefty Braden Cox. Officially, he's 0 for 2. Cox in the 8-hole, Porter in the 9-hole before the lineup turning back over. Big swing from the lefty. He's down 0-1. Cox struggling at the beginning of the summer, kind of finding his groove, both offensively and defensively, swinging the stick well as the Bobcat season concluded. Popping up the second pitch, just behind shortstop Baber, a few steps backwards underneath it, out number 2. Will Sharp yet to allow a run. Sharp looking good. The Copperheads wishing that he might have, came in an inning previous. But regardless, he's doing what he can with what he's been dealt. He'll face Owen Porter, who's 1 for 2. First baseman will foul off the first pitch. 0-1. It looks like Dylan Lahr out from catcher. I believe that is Samuel Lott coming in. I believe everybody else is still the same otherwise. Sharps 0-1, gets a ground ball over to Kane Baber again. He'll fire to second for 1. That's all he needs. Copperheads retire the side. They'll look to score some more. Your score through 4.5. It's 7-1. Welcome back to Gaylor Field. We'll have a lefty-lefty matchup to start the bottom of the fifth. It'll be Noah Hill taking on Ian Hubbard. The two lefties will see each other for the first time today. Hubbard's 0 for 2. First pitch swinging a couple times. Things not finding grass. He's made good contact in his couple of swings. Top of the order due up. It'll be Ian Hubbard, Drew Shaver, and Dylan Lahr. Copperheads in a good spot to maybe play a couple. They want to aim for 2. You get 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. And tie it up at the very least. Win it. And that hasn't happened through the 3 games, but I'm assuming if extra innings are needed, that they will take place because you can't end a postseason game with a tie. Hills 3-1, misses outside. Ian Hubbard works the leadoff walk. He's on base for the first time here in this one. First pitch swinging from Shaver. Drew's 0 for 1. Third time through the Copperheads lineup, commencing here with Ian Hubbard already on. Marcus Greenway, the third baseman, playing toes on the grass. Ready for some soft contact from Shaver, but now he's gone opposite way both times. Caden Azit subbed in. He's out and left. Andrew Hull moving over to right, or to center, excuse me. Abram Taylor, believe he has moved into right field. So Taylor, Hull, and Azit, your new outfield for the Bears. Noah Hill's 1-2. Called strike 3 on Drew Shaver. Out number 1 in the inning. Whole bunch of backward Ks today. Noah Hill's second punch out. Dylan Lahr is officially 0 for 0. Been walked twice. The check over on Hubbard. Didn't even think Owen Borders saw that throw down to the last second, but he made glove on it. Luckily, Hubbard back safely. So 2 Bobcats going at it now. Bobcat on the mound and a Bobcat at the plate. Noah Hill getting quite a few starts with the Cats this summer. Falling behind his former teammate 2-1. An hour and 45 on the game clock as the bottom of the 5th is underway. This one's been moving not as fast as the other ones, but still been a good pace. The longer first 2 innings for the Bears offensively might have dragged it out a little bit, but since then it's been rapid fire. We've been moving through these innings with quite good velocity. 2-2 to Lahr is launched right back. That would have came right through the window had the net not been there. I have my glove, so don't worry, the camera will not get hit. Actually, I couldn't tell you when the last time I brought my glove to a game was. As a little kid, I did that all the time. Every time I would go to an Astros game, I always had my glove on me. 2-2 to Lahr, swung on and missed. Noah Hill wins the battle of former Bobcats. That is strikeout number 2 of the inning for him. He looked to make it 30 in a row. Kane Baber in the way of it. Everybody moving over a couple steps over to the right. It looks like they'll play Baber on a shift, given he's a lefty. Babers 1 for 1, a hit up the middle and a hit by pitch. He's been on base twice. One one, hard hit up the middle again. Caden Ryangs will flip to Cox. That's out number 3 in the inning. Noah Hill working quickly through the Copperheads. And we're on to the 6th. The Bears still protecting a 6-run lead. Copperheads run out of time. Ridings and Sharp to get things going in the 6th. First pitch missing. Top of the lineup do it for the Bears. They'll send up 1, 2, and 3. They have not scored anything since Sharp came in back in the 3rd inning. He has went 3 innings now of shutout ball. Falling behind Ridings 2-0. Sharp only at 37 pitches. He's been mowing down the Bears as he's seen them. Just came in and inherited a bad spot. Ridings 2 for 3. Ridings on the ground over to 3rd. Cameron Combs lets the ball go right underneath his glove. It's into the outfield. A leadoff knock for Caden Ridings, and he's going to turn and head to 2nd. The throw, not in time. Brent Johnson playing back in left had allowed Ridings plenty of time to move into scoring position already. Malone looking for his first knock. He's fallen to 0-3 today. Has made good contact, just hasn't found any grass. One of the few Bears who haven't gotten a hit yet today with 7 runs and multiple more men on base. It's been a real good team effort this far. Vaughn looking to add to it. The 0-1 to him. Chopped over to first. Looks like it'll go just right of the bag. And he'll fall behind 0-2. Swung on and missed. Little half swing, but he goes around. Vallone strikes out for out number 1 in the 6th. Marcus Greenway back up. He's 3 for 3, having himself a seasonal day. Hasn't performed this highly yet this summer, but making a good bet for a SMCL career day. Slinting one into center field, and that one will get past Boone Fields, or it won't get past him, but there'll be no throw. Marcus Greenway, a 4-hit day, a home run, and 3 singles to follow it up. Ridings will go second to third, Greenway to first. Cleanup hitter Cole Hendrickson looking to join the party. Everybody's getting on. First pitch, Greenway looked like he was going. So Greenway, who's now 4 for 4. Cole Hendrickson 0 for 3 himself. We'll get some action going down to the pen for the Copperheads. Might see a 7th inning closer, or maybe not a closer, but just a, I guess, what do you call it, a holder? Just a final pitcher? New pitcher? 0-2 to Hendrickson, swung on and missed. He's retired. The throw going back and forth. That will allow Ridings to score. Greenway, another stolen bag. Out number 2 of the inning. Bears score an 8th. Their lead back up to 7. Samuel out throwing down, trying to get a strike him out, throw him out instead. Greenway not retired, allowing a run to score. Taking his first hit today, it's Andrew Hull. He is pinch hitting for Bryson Shepard. So Shepard will be done with the stick. Popping up the 1-0 right side. Boone Fields finding it just beyond the infield dirt. He'll make the catch. That's out number 3. The Bears retired. They do score 1 before that. We'll be on to the bottom of the 6th. Copperheads trail by 7. They have 6 outs left to work with. Bottom of the sixth, we'll see Lucas Lowry take on Noah Hill. Hill is out for his third inning. Nice breaking ball to Lowry, missing for 1-0. Lowry's 0 for 1, struck out and was hit by a pitch. Lowry and the Copperheads have 6 outs left to play with. They trailed by 7 after the Bears scored another one. Popping up, right side. Owen Porter in foul ground, up against the fence. And he will make the catch for All right, we're back. Oh my goodness. All you missed was Lucas Lowry popping out into foul ground. My microphone went out, tried to fix it, and then the camera cut out again. But now up is Brent Johnson. Johnson, I believe, now battling into a 2-0 count. Or 2-1 count, excuse me. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. He'll face Noah Hill. 2-1, sent into shallow center field. That one will drop in front of Andrew Hull. It's a 1-out knock for the outfielder. Johnson aboard for the first time today. Needing 7 runs within their next 5 outs. Cameron Combs is 1 for 2. Popping it up high in the air. We're seeing tons of those. Coming in as Andrew Hull, and the pop-up day for the Copperheads continues. They're making contact. Just, I can't tell if they're swinging underneath it or if that's just the result they're getting. But man, Copperheads, if every fly ball they hit or every pop-up they hit was put into play and it resulted in a hit, they'd probably have 18 runs by now. Just can't catch a break, just getting underneath tons of them. Boone Fields battling for his squad. Driving the 1-0 on a line out to left, and it's a one-hopper. It'll go into the bullpen. It's a ground rule double. Boone Fields an extra base hit for the first time today. Little short porch straightaway left allowed the ball to jump over pretty easily. That'll move Johnson over to third. That's all he'll get. Boone will be moved to second. Runners on second and third with 2 gone. Kalen Chesney stands in. Popping up again, the first pitch over in foul ground. Greenway looking for it. And it'll bounce off the wall back onto the field. Another pop out for the Bears. Or not a pop out, but a pop up. Tons of them in foul ground, too. They've had multiple pop outs into foul territory, including one this inning. Chesney 0 for 1, looking to straighten things out. He has potential to bring in 2 more here. He'll pop it up. Left side. Braden Cox says, I got it. He'll make the catch just beyond the dirt. Out number 3. 2 pop-ups in the inning for the Bears, or for the Copperheads, excuse me. We're on to the final inning. The Bears will have one more shot for any more run support before their Copperheads will be down to their last 3 outs to score at least 7. Final inning set to go of the season, potentially for the Copperheads. They will fight to stay alive. They look to hold the Bears at 8. Fight on into the bottom of the 7th. They will throw on a new pitcher. The end of the day for Will Sharp. He goes 3 through 6. Doesn't allow anything. Not a bad day for Sharp and what will most likely be his last outing, regardless of what happens in the next 2 games. But in to try to hold it, it's Waylon Perry. Hauser, Taylor Cox. Fastball 3-0, finding home. Waylon Perry trying to hold things out one last time this season. Marking his 7th appearance. 17 innings pitched. Losing Hauser 4-1. Leadoff base runner allowed by him. That will be walk number 5. He is struck out 6. ERA sitting at a 3.294. We'll get an immediate pinch runner for Hauser. Andrew Hull will come in to run for him. Subbing in for Abram Taylor offensively now will be Caden Adsit. Taylor ends his day 2 for 2. Adsit will bat here in the 7th. After Adsit will be not Braden Cox. We'll get a pinch hitter. Cannot tell who that is. Fouling one off is Caden Adsit. Bears don't need any more, but they sure would love it. Leading by 7. Waylon Perry in danger of walking the first 2 batters he sees. Three-one to Adsit is lined. Softly out to left. Kane Baber going back. He reaches up and makes the catch for out number 1. Good defense from the shortstop, ranging way back into the outfield. Brent Johnson, who's out there in left, playing way back still. You'd think that the outfield would come in after letting so many balls drop between the infield and outfielders. But Kane Baber, using his tall frame, getting good range. It will not be Braden Cox. I'm waiting for Game Changer to update. I believe this is a PO. First pitch, called strike number 1. We'll let Game Changer go through. Jordan Holdway up to bat. Hitting one over to Lowry, and it goes right through his glove. The pitcher taking his first swing all season moves Andrew Hull to first to third, and he is on base. It'll most likely be charged an error on the first baseman, Lowry. I want to make sure. No, that was his second time swing. He had one plate appearance on July 16th, did not get a hit. Looks like he got walked. So Holdway on base for the second time this season. Work? All right, okay, there's my microphone. Is this going to work? Okay, nothing happened. We got that one fixed in time. Owen Porter's up. He's 1 for 3. Holdway on first. Andrew Hull on third. Only one gone here in the inning. Owen Porter now at 0-2. Perry, a pitch away from out number 2. The Bears really teeing off against the original pitcher, Charlie Walker, is really what won them this game. Ever since Sharp came in, did not score anything more than just a single run off of them. Waylon Perry in danger of adding some more. Swung on and missed. Owen Porter strikes out swinging. Out number 2 in the 7th. For the 5th time today, the beginning of the 5th time through the rotation, it'll be Caden Ridings. He's 3 for 4, batting .750 alone today. I want to see Ridings and Valone get on so Marcus Greenway can come up. He might have a 5-hit day if that's the case. First pitch to Ridings fouled off. If this is it for the Copperheads, this is not the way they wanted their season to end. They would have loved to at least put up a little bit more of a fight in an elimination game. They just have been unable to match the offensive dominance the Bears showed in the first 2 innings. Disgusting breaking ball from Waylon Perry freezes Marcus or Caden Ridings. The leadoff man now at a 1-2. Behind him, if he can get on, Tristan Valone would get his 5th time. Are we doing this again? Oh, there's my microphone back. Ridings the opposite way, fouling one off. He's staying alive. I am so ready to not have to call again and not have to use this really cheap equipment. If I am back next year, I will make sure that camera quality, mic quality, and everything else will be up to standards. Just had to make do with what we got this season. But it's been all right. It's treated us all right until these last few games. Up in the air. Out of play. Riding still did 2-2. Fouling off a bunch of close ones. Not wanting his team's offensive day to come to an end just yet. Count will move full. Jordan Holdway will be on the move on the pitch. We'll get to see the pitcher run a little bit. Andrew Hull will stay put at third unless anything is put into play. Then he will be moving. Three, two, check over on Holdway. He's back in the nick of time. Almost picked off. Payoff pitch. On the ground, left side. Cameron comes across his body. Throw on the run. Low throw, and it cannot be picked by Lucas Lowry. Holdway will go first to third. Riding holds up at first. Andrew Hull scores. The Bears add another one. It is now 9-1. The throw looks like it went out of play, so Caden Ridings will be granted second base for free. Jordan Holloway will be held up at third. Trying to avoid the dreaded 0 for 5 is Tristan Valone. 0 for 4 today. Do not believe we've seen an 0 for 5 this season. He would hate to be the lone and only. If he can get on, we'll see Marcus Greenway make a bid for a 5-hit game. Polar opposites, these two. in the air. Kane Baber ranging back, but it is finally Brent Johnson coming in from deep left field to make the catch. Tristan Vallone goes 0 for 5. Brent Johnson makes the catch. That's out number 3 in the top of the 7th. The Copperheads will come to bat. They trail by 8, needing 8 to hang on to their season. For the final time this season for the Copperheads potentially. Welcome back to Gaylor Field. New pitcher on the mound. It's Rylan Black. He will take over for Noah Hill. Hill gets a couple strikeouts in the process. Black will face Mason McDonald up first. McDonald 0 for 2. McDonald, Hubbard, and Shaver 10-1 and 2. The Copperheads down their final 3 outs, and they need a miracle here in the 7th. Black out of the pen, gets ahead of the 10-hole 0-2. And aside from the first 2 innings, you really have to look at this game as something more competitive than the scoreboard shows. I didn't mind this game at all. I think the teams were evenly matched, through the heart of the game, 3rd through the 6th. Unfortunately, those first 2 innings just came back to bite the Copperheads maybe a little too hard as that one goes into the dugout. Looks like it knocked Drew Shaver down. He gets back up. The Bears are excited, though. They are 3 outs away from punching their ticket to the championship game where they will take on the Athletics most likely tomorrow. That game will be held at 5 p.m. 2-2. Mason McDonald really battling here in his final at bat today. We'll have a pinch hitter, so it will not be Ian Hubbard. It looks like Hudson Ford will stand in on deck. His first time swinging it today. Another 2-2. Good work from McDonald. He started off the at-bat 0-2 quickly. With his at-bat was looking bleak, and he's since battled back. Full counts to the 10-0. Payoff pitch. Line out to right. Hole coming in. He slides and makes the grab, robbing Mason McDonald of a hit. Nice play from a hole out there and right. One gone here in the 7th. That ball taking a dive rather quickly, but so did Hole. And he stuck leather where it needed to be, making a good catch. Hudson Ford, a big hack at the first pitch fastball from Black. He'll move to 0-1. Have not seen Hudson Ford yet this postseason. Did not play in the game yesterday, taking his first swing of the game today here in the final inning. Dylan Lahr will not bat, Drew Shaver will not bat. He'll be pinch hit for by Samuel Lott. Due up next. 1-1 breaking ball finding the zone. It's rather dark out here at Knox Catholic. I know the screen is kind of light because I've boosted up the brightness, but it kind of looks like it's going to rain. Maybe it's just good cloud coverage, dark cloud coverage. Whoa, big breaking ball over the head of Ford. I know it looks bright, very bright on your screen. That's just because the camera can't focus on the sky and on the field at the same time, just two different brightnesses. But if I fix the camera to see the sky, you'd see it's not that dark or not that bright out here. But it's good for the image at least, or for the video rather. Black's 2-2 fastball being battled against with Hudson Ford. Black looking for the put away. Missing again. So both McDonald and now Ford falling behind early, battling back all the way to a full count. Black looking for another put away pitch. Retire McDonald on a line out. 1 out payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Hudson Ford retired. Strikeout for out number 2. And here today, the Bears are 1 out away from moving on. The only man in the way is Samuel Lott. First pitch to Lott kind of backs him up out of the way a little bit. Lott, the primary catcher for the good part of the season for the Copperheads. He's been on a rotation. Few men have been back there. Lott, one of them. Didn't start today. It was the former Bobcat who started behind the dish. Dylan Lahr. Lott moving to 1-1. Black 2 strikes away. Good quality at bats here in the 7th. 2 full counts and now at 2-1. Wax 3-1 misses. An appeal down. Lot doesn't go around, so that'll be ball number 4. Copperheads keep the day going. In now to try and keep the team going is a man who didn't even play on this team until the first time yesterday. Dylan Lahr, the last chance for the Cops. Popping up the first pitch. A lot of foul balls today. It's crazy how quickly or how efficiently these umpires get these balls back. We've seen tons of foul balls. We'll see 10 foul balls in a row sometimes going on in the parking lot and whatnot, and eventually they do get these balls back. Whether it be parents, siblings, or players going to track them down. Shout out to y'all. Oh, 1, back up the middle. Ridings dives. Can't get it. It's into the outfield. Lot playing safely will just go first to second. Back-to-back 2-out base runners for the Copperheads. They will not go down without a fight at least. Lot aboard. Lahr following suit. We'll see how Kane Baber goes. First pitch fouled up. Baber officially 1 for 2. And the worst thing that, or not maybe not the worst thing, but the last thing the players want to do is, be the last out of the game or not end their season with a hit. Or on base at least. Kane Baber trying to be the third straight Copperhead on with 2 gone. A big hack of the fastball downstairs. And for the second time in the inning, Copperhead's down their last strike. If Kane gets on, that would bring up Lucas Lowry. He stands in on deck. At the knees, just missing. Baber holding on by a couple inches. Two men on. Black's 1-2 is drilled high out to right. Andrew Hole underneath it. He says, I got it. Bears win 9-1, your final score. The championship for tomorrow afternoon is set. The Bears will take on the Athletics in what is sure to be a fun one between the top 2 teams all season. It will all come down to that tomorrow at 5. Bears fans, you're not done with me yet. Y'all play one more tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Copperheads fans, it has been a pleasure. I highly would encourage y'all to come out, and there's me one more time. Come out, either come to the field or come to the broadcast. It'll be one more game. You can hang on for one more game. I know your team's got eliminated. If that's it for you Copperheads fans and you don't want to come back tomorrow, I don't blame you. It was a pleasure calling y'all's game. I had fun. Great team. I really liked that group of guys. But as for now, that'll be it from Gaylor Field. Until tomorrow, championship is set 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I will see you then. The Bears win this one 9-1.